Justin Rose has his eyes set firmly on a second race to Dubai title as he tees it up at the 6th Rolex Series event of the season in Turkey this week. The world number 6 arrives at the Turkish Airlines Open off the back of a stunning triumph at the WGC HSBC Champions in China, where he produced a back 9 of 31 to overturn a 6-shot deficit and win for a 6th consecutive season on the European Tour. That victory moved him 1,056,597 points behind Tommy Fleetwood in the Race to Dubai rankings presented by Rolex, but with $22.5 million up for grabs over the last 3 events of the season starting this week at Regnum Karya Golf Spa Resort. There is still all to play for. Rose won the Order of Merit 10 years ago, and while he has since won a major championship, 2 World Golf Championships and an Olympic gold medal, he would love to get his hands on the Harry Vardon Trophy again. It matters because you've beaten the best players in Europe and for the most part the best players in the world, he said. If you can win a tournament, you've beaten the guys over a week and that's fantastic, but a lot of guys can have hot weeks. If you win over the course of a season, that speaks volumes. I think to measure your game over the course of a year tells you that you've really been solid and you've really achieved something special. I was very aware that I needed to play some special golf in my last 3 events. I'm not playing South Africa next week, so, for me, it was always going to be China, then here in Turkey, and then obviously take a week off just to go home and see the children and play Dubai. The simple maths was I had to win at least 2 of them, so part 1 is done, anyway. But it's really now about focusing on the next 2 events that I have to make a difference. So starting this week, it was certainly on my mind and I knew that I had to play some great golf to catch Tommy. Reigning Race to Dubai champion Henrik Stenson has a lot of ground to make up if he is to be crowned Europe's number 1 for a 3rd time, but he will not be giving up his title without a fight. I think to measure your game over the course of a year tells you that you've really been solid and you've really achieved something special. Justin Rose, the Swede, is 2,326,448 points behind Fleetwood, but finished 2nd in China last week and will be playing every week until the season-ending DP World Tour Championship, Dubai, as he looks to close the gap. If I were to be one of the ones on the top of the leaderboard this week, there's still more chances to challenge for the overall Race to Dubai, he said. I certainly need to get something going and I know Justin has Tommy in his sights as well with a win last week. We've still got the opportunity to challenge for that. It's been a pretty good year. It has not been as good as 2016 for me, but still a year when I managed to win on the PGA Tour, and it would be nice to win on the European Tour as well, and I would love to make it happen this week. I've had pretty good success here. I think I was 7th and 3rd in my 2 previous appearances. Even though I've got someone next to me, Rose, and a few other guys that make sure I don't improve on that number, I will try my hardest this week. I'm glad it's part of the Rolex series and one of our final events in the Race to Dubai and one of the big events of the year.